Everybody, Fly Racing Moto 60 show is live. It is Thursday, January 29th, and it's 11 a.m. Pacific, and we have a Triple Crown this weekend, round 4, Monster Energy Supercross Series coming up in Houston. We're going back to Houston, first time since 23, I think, and we got a Triple Crown, so looking forward to that. We'll talk to Zach Osborne and Kellen Brower about that today on the show, and thanks for watching and listening. If you're on YouTube, thank you. If you're listening on the archive, you're listening live, whatever it is, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Please use the codes to save, whether it's Pulp30MX at 100%, whether it's PulpMX all caps at ASV, whether it's emailing us using the contact form on Pulp to get a deal on Get and Athena, whether it's Pulp26 on Seat Concepts, or PulpMX code at flyracing.com. Use the codes and save yourself some money if you're in the market for any of these products that support us and allow us to continue to bring you some of the highest paid help in the industry. That's what we do here in the Fly Racing Moto 60 show. Flyracing.com, RJ Hampshire, Cooper Webb, of course, Justin Brayton, the ambassador as well, Andrew Short's an ambassador. We had Dean Wilson. He left, but, we wish Dean the best here at Fly Racing. We also wish Chance Hymas. Shoulder dislocation, out, having surgery this weekend, or this week, tomorrow, I think. And then he's out for probably till the outdoors. Huge, huge bummer for Chance Hymas, man. Kid has to stay injury-free. I talked to his dad before the season. His dad said we got to stay injury-free, and he wasn't able to. This sport sucks sometimes. It's the ups and downs of Supercross and motocross, man. We've all been there. 702-586-PULP. Give us a call. Let's talk some Houston. Let's talk some SMX, whatever you want. Taking your calls on the corner over there, holding things down. The Tits Legendary. Tits, what's up?
Hello, sir. Glad to be here.
Tits,
Yep.
Not greedy legendary.
No.
Yeah.
That's my new nickname.
Yeah. How's the mountain bike ride, buddy? Good?
Fantastic, yeah. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Digging it.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
Always love your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Love your enthusiasm.
Unlike the other guy.
Yep. Also working the camera there. He's in. Travis Marks. What's up, Marks?
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
I'm going to match your enthusiasm, I think. How
Listen,
am I doing?
Listen, man. You're at the low end of the totem pole.
Oh.
You need to work hard, dig deep, show more enthusiasm, and climb that pole. You know?
I love to climb pole.
You climb the pole, man.
Holler at me.
The next one up is Talon. If you can get to Talon,
Okay.
get over that. Then you climb over Nick.
Climb Talon's pole?
Yep.
Okay.
Climb Nick's pole.
All right.
And then maybe way up there is Tits Legendary.
Where does Pulpitos fall into all this?
Pulpitos!
That's all I want to know.
Did you see the social stuff?
Dude, it was
It was great. It was
Yeah, it's good
fantastic. It was I honestly, man, I got a lot. It's funny how like you talk about Vince Friese or Tomac or Sexton, and then like all the DMs are about tacos and Pulpitos. Right?
It's the fame of this show and
Yeah.
the things that take off are never
you just
they never cease to amaze
no,
me.
you never know, right?
No.
All right, everybody, 702-586-PULP. Let's talk Houston. Triple Crown this weekend. A huge weekend for Levi Kitchen, in case you were wondering. I don't like his chances of getting this title, but this dude has got to get a win, got to get on the podium, just to make sure he stays off suicide watch. And so huge weekend for Levi Kitchen. His starts have been okay, just falls in the first turn. Triple Crowns, of course, starts are huge, right, with all of that. And, I want to talk to Kellen Brower and Zach Osborne about some of this stuff later on in this show. We do have Jim on 3. Let's get to Jim. We're giving away a pair of 100% goggles, by the way. What's up, Jim?
Well, speaking of Kitchen, is there a rule where Mitch could say, fuck it, your title's done on the West, we're now moving you to the East in this season, or they can't do that?
Cannot do that. Once you start on one coast, you have to stay there.
Okay, and then I have a suggestion for Paul's next fan. Yep, Colin from Canada. We
Yep.
miss it and love it.
Yeah.
Not the Survivor Series, I get it. There's a Rocky Mountain thing. I know there's gambling rules.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a chance you could reinstate it for us, and instead of any prizes we win, set up a fee that goes to PulpMX Gives Back? We still get to play the regular fantasy. Do you guys rake in tens of thousands of dollars?
That would be awesome. I think it's a massive thing for Marks to sort of change the coding to have geolocations of Canadians playing for free, right, Marks? It's a huge deal, or I don't know. I think it's a massive thing to do that. I like your idea though; it's great. You know what I mean? But also, how many people would want to play if they're not have a chance to win anything? You know?
Oh, we have bets amongst ourselves, and it's a huge heated rivalry, so we love it. But
Yep.
then one more thing: how does the VPNs work for that?
I think they do work. Yes.
What was the question?
The
Okay.
VPNs.
What you don't want to do is get something that changes your geolocation, like a browser extension or an Android app. You don't want to do that. VPNs are not
Gotcha.
usually are you not usually getting through, but I would not recommend one of those other things that I mentioned.
Yes.
Pulpamex gives back Fantasy League. Come on.
You would
Back to it.
not want to recommend, right?
I would
Marks?
not recommend getting a geolocation changing app or browser extension. No.
Okay, right. Do not get those.
I would not do that.
If you know what I mean.
If I were you, I would
Yeah.
not.
If you know what I mean,
Okay.
Jim, do not get those.
No,
But
I
listen,
appreciate it.
I ran into a guy in Australia. They can't play, obviously, and he showed me they have a whole Excel spreadsheet. They take our handicaps, they all log in their picks with their buddy, and they all play still on an Excel spreadsheet. They have, I guess, Marks, you could change the cells to calculate it, right, of an Excel sheet.
Yeah, you could.
So he's gone and built this whole sort of Excel spreadsheet to calculate scores, and they still all play.
People find ways.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So, all right.
Pulpamex gives back. We'll pay.
All right.
Guys.
Thanks, Jim.
Have a good show.
Appreciate it. Thank you. 702-586-7857. 100%. Get Maxis, ASV, Seat Concepts all on board with us. Talking about Houston and more. Let's get to our special guest. He's an outdoor champion. He's a Supercross champion. He's won a GP. He stood on the podium at a GNCC. I don't know what else he's done. Probably one day in the dirt or something. I don't know. What's going on, Zach Osborne? How are you, buddy?
Steve, I'm doing great. Just finished a little bike ride, and I'm gearing up for my first hockey game tonight.
What? You've never been?
Never been.
Oh, where are you going? Lightning?
Tampa and Winnipeg.
Oh, Winnipeg. That's where I'm from, bro.
Yeah, I know. I thought you'd be psyched.
I am stoked. Let me know what you think of it. It's way better. If you don't know anything about hockey, it's way better in person.
I know a decent bit about hockey, but I've just never been to a game.
You'll like it being there in person as opposed to watching.
Okay.
But
Sweet.
Nice. So right off the top, Zacho, a mutual friend of ours that isn't an idiot, told me Zacho will do outdoors for Beta. You watch. And I said, no, I don't think he's going to do that. I think it's over. He goes, no, he will do outdoors for Beta. Can you confirm or deny?
I can't confirm or deny. There's a chance. There's talk of it. We'll see. I mean, I'm probably more headed in Loretta's direction, but I mean, I'm going to entertain it. Soon these opportunities will stop calling. So
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I was telling this person, like, nah, man, I think it's over. It's
Let me
done.
guess who it was, Justin Brayton, because he's been in my DMs nonstop about doing it.
I can't confirm or deny. Hey, by the way, ASV Inventions, they're proud to announce new partnerships with the Ducati guys and Progressive Suzuki teams as well. They got Roxanne Anderson, Barsha, and Ferrandis to the R&D department at ASV. They got levers for the new Desmo 450, the new 26 Yamaha 450, and Suzuki, of course. And they got levers for over 4,000 different years, makes, and models of dirt bike, street, adventure, and e-bikes, including the Varg. ASVinventions.com, the code PulpaMex, all caps. PulpaMex, all caps at ASVinventions.com. Thank you for those guys. All right, Zacho. So, Triple Crowns, obviously shorter races. They really favor the starts. The three best riders at the whole shot line this year in the 450 class. Give me the three that you think are the three best through 3 rounds at the white stripe.
Hunter Lawrence, Ken Roxon, and Jason Anderson.
2 out of 3. Good job. I think
Who was the third?
I think Roxon San Diego ruined him, or A2 ruined him. Eli. So
Okay.
So it's Anderson, Tomac, and Lawrence for
Okay.
for the white stripe for starting position this year. And you look at those 3. Excuse me, and what they've. What's that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you look at those 3. You look at what they're doing. Like this isn't. No offense to Shane McElrath, but it's not like a Shane McElrath guy. All 3 of those dudes can win the Triple Crown this weekend. Jason's really good at these things. Eli's on fire, points lead, all of that stuff. Hunter Lawrence. I think all those 3 could win it.
Yeah, man, I'm really impressed with how Hunter has kind of, I know he hasn't won yet, and I know that he is firmly in the points chase, but sometimes you get guys that aren't really, they catch a red plate or they're 8 points down, but he's like legitimately one of the guys that can win this title right now.
I know, like, don't you just feel like the win is coming here for him? It's so impressive the way he regrouped and got those guys.
Yeah, it is. It is. He has. He's right on the verge of winning. I think the moment that he actually pulls a whole shot, gets a little gap, I think it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. But then again, Chase Sexton says he has a come to Jesus moment after his crash in the heat race, which I'll admit I thought was going to send him spiraling. It did not.
All right. Well,
okay.
It did not, but it was a make or break moment. I will tell you that right now. Like when that happened, I was like, he's either going to win tonight or never win again kind of thing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So saying that, Sexton could get the win this weekend. Also, he could absolutely go on a tear. You agree?
He can win anytime. We said that last week. We say that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it before. I take flack for it, but I think downright speed, he's the fastest person in America.
Yeah, no, I agree. Hey, something we talked about on the Pulp show, or actually, sorry, on the Blair Mathis show. I was asking Daniel about it, and I do want to get your expertise on this. What Hunter is doing, where he's leading laps, San Diego getting passed, regrouping, Anaheim too, getting passed by Eli Tomac, getting gapped by Tomac, and regrouping. How hard is that, Zacho? I mean, to me, that's just it says something when you are regrouping and attacking Eli Tomac and pulling back away. Like, dude, it's gnarly. It's hard to do.
Yeah, I think he's just a little bit of a closer, really. Chase pulled him there at the very end, like the last 3 or 4 laps of the main the other night. But at one point, he had closed him back down, and Chase is freaking fast. Like I don't know how else to say it, but I'm really impressed with Hunter's progress. Like he's solid, and every time you lead laps, you're learning, you're gaining knowledge, you're gaining info. That stuff's the voices that are telling you can't are getting quieter and quieter, and eventually it just happens.
Chase said on Monday night that he really fears Hunter. It seemed like the most late in the race.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I actually thought Eli might win that race the other night, but then he kind of hit the same stall that Chase hit at San Diego. I thought Chase could in the beginning he was catching the leaders even coming through traffic. But like 7-8 minutes to go, he hit just a stall and it never materialized. And sort of the same thing happened to Eli the other night.
So you were at Anaheim too. We had a nice discussion in the PRMX truck, by the way. You were at Anaheim too. It was so radically different due to rain of a track prep. Obviously, that first baseline that never gets any sun was massively rutted, and everything else had more traction. Prado tried to paddle, went back to it. I was surprised we didn't see more of that, to be honest, with the way the dirt was. Can you lay and look? Eli still got third, and he was happy after the race. So I'm not trying to be like the sky is falling here, but can you? Do you think Eli, who's kind of finicky with the bike setup and needs it, and when his bike's right, he can shred. When it's not, he's off a little bit. Do you think the dirt, the traction, the ruts, unlike San Diego and unlike A1, had anything to do with Eli just getting third? Like, how much different, Zacho, would his bike have been with those conditions if you just went into the round 3 with the Anaheim 1 setup?
I don't know. I don't feel, obviously I'm not in the team or whatever, but I just don't feel like he is doing that nearly as much now, like the whole bike setup and, his window and all those things. He doesn't really talk about that stuff as much anymore. So I feel like the pace at the front is so heavy that Chase is arguably the fittest guy. Eli, same thing. I think that when you have to make a dig to catch that pace, like when you're 4 seconds down and you get that down to 2, it is so incredibly hard at that level and that pace to just last the rest of the moto at that. Like you can back it down to keeping it even, but the amount of effort and dig that it takes to get any little bit down is huge. And I think that, you get 4 seconds down and without one of those guys crashing and you add in like, a pass on Anderson that makes you the one that Eli made on Anderson that makes your heart rate go up because it's tight. The guy could fall over on you. You could fall down in the ruts. There's a million things that could happen. So I think that you just got third. Like, I don't really think it's anything. There's much to it.
Yeah. Okay, so give me a couple of things that stood out for you with Sexton, Hunter, and Eli as far as racecraft, line, speed, thoughts on when you were sat there in the stands and watched them.
One thing was down that first baseline, Hunter was going like right down the left side, so he couldn't really scrub into that last pocket over the 5-footer. So it was 3 on off, triple, and then 3 up over the 5-footer, double out. And Hunter was going right down the left side, so he couldn't really scrub, whereas Eli and Chase were going more in the middle and then kind of jumping across and putting a little bit of language on the bike to get it down the back side and then be able to scrub that double out a little bit better. I think Hunter could have closed that gap a little bit more had he been doing that. Chase's crash in the whoops in practice was super weird. I didn't understand that. And then the one in the sand, and like I said, obviously he's going to win more races, but it could have been really like a major tipping point for just a disaster of a season, right? It's, in my opinion, I think it's been until that main event win, it had been very trying. Like for all the fuss that he made and all the comments and everything to go and have whatever it was at the first round, 9th and a 4th. I know he hit the gate, but he hit the gate, that's not really acceptable. So, the bounce back from Chase was massive. I thought the track was pretty sick for an Anaheim, really. Dirt looked good, had a lot of character. Everybody seemed to kind of like it. So, I think through 3 rounds, the tracks have been pretty cool. Like I always say, but people hate this. Like, you don't need huge whoops and huge rhythms to have good racing, and I think that these 3 races have proved that. Like, they've been techy, but not, jumping massive quads or anything. So, I think it's been good.
The line before the whoops, like, and obviously Coop was one of the first ones that I noticed, tight and then jumping. It actually looked pretty good. Chase told us on Monday night he tried that and almost crashed, and that was it. Like, no more. And then, like, to blitz, like Eli started doing the inside and jumping a little bit. Chase was going middle and blitzing, and it was really interesting to watch them try it, back out of it, try it again, go back and forth a little bit. Like, the jumpers are the jumpers and the blitzers are the blitzers, but there's that middle group that are, like, trying different things. It's interesting to watch that in the course of a main event, Zacho.
Yeah, it is. And, like, when the track's super gnarly like it was over the weekend as far as ruts and stuff go, like, they start at the top, and they go down to the bottom, and then they go back to the top, and then they're, like, crossing ruts. Like, that stuff is freaking gnarly, man. Like, the level right now is insane.
And then, like, as a rider, be like, I got to try this. Nope, bad deal,
And remembering it when you get there the next lap at 185 heart rate, and, somebody up your butt and somebody right in front of you, like, it's freaking hard.
Oh, yeah, Supercross is hard. Breaking news. Pulp 26 code to save 15% off Seat Concepts. The factory beta. Zacho's got a Seat Concepts bike on his our seat on his bike right now for the beta guys. Phoenix Racing, Ampro, Yamaha. Check out the Race 2.0. That's the one Zacho's using. They got a Comfort Series as well. And they got if you're into the adventure touring market, Seat Concepts has got that nailed down. Pulp 26 code to save with Seat Concepts. Maxxis tires as well. Vince Friese and Mitchell Harrison, both on Maxxis tires. Great advertising there, Zacho, for that.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I think everyone has the same thing. I want to talk to Kellen a little bit about it, but the pass wasn't that bad by Vince Friese standards, but it's just the fact like it's 19th in the last turn. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty heavy for 19th in the main.
Yeah, exactly, right? So anyways, check out Maxxis.com. Great mountain bike tires as well over there. UTV tires are amazing for the guys at Maxxis Tires. So check out Maxxis.com for more information on that. PRMX and the International Supercross Race Team all using it. We're still giving away a pair of 100% goggles here on the show. We have a call for you about drag racing from Rick. So let's get to it. Rick, what's going on? Thanks for calling the show. What's your question for Zacho?
Zach, did you ever take one of your dad's cars down the quarter mile, eighth mile. I know he drove pro stock and all pro stock truck, and I was just wondering if you entertained the idea going down the quarter mile.
No, I never did. He stopped when I was 13 or 14, so I never really got the opportunity. I might try a pro stock bike in the near future, though, so stay tuned.
There we go.
Okay, that would be cool.
Yeah.
In the late 80s, I did test riding for Dirt Bike Magazine, and Donnie Emler built a 550 KX 500, 550, and we took it to LACR, and I made some passes on that. I don't think it went any faster than like 11 seconds, but it was kind of a thrill, and it made me think that, especially with today's four-strokes, that you could actually do some drag racing and then change wheels and go ride in the desert and motocross in another day. Have fun on just basically one bike.
There you go, Zacho.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Lucio's on one. Lucio, what's up, man? What's going on? Thanks for calling the show.
Steve, I have an I don't know, man, and a race tech rant.
All right, yeah, go. Let's
I wait all day for the fantasy pod to come out because I was told it comes out on Wednesday, and I find it and I can't play it, and then I refresh and it's gone. And what do I ask you? What happened to the fantasy pod? What did you say?
They are re-recording it. They had a little bit of issues with it, and they're re-recording it today. I think right now as we speak.
So you're not hopping on?
No.
Oh, man, come on. We need you to get on there and say,
is this
Daddy's home.
Is this A-Ray?
No.
No, I'm going to go on. I will go on once in a while. Like when Marks makes me, I'll jump on there. But I don't know when.
And then I got a quick question for you, too, about Tomac and David Villeman. Is Villeman going to come on the show at all this year?
He's in France, so I'm going to work on him when he's in America. He's coming back to America to visit his kids. We will try to get him on whenever he comes in to the U.S.
Okay, I just want a question to see what he's noticing on Tomac's KTM versus the Yamaha.
So, a couple things with that.
About the rear end.
DV's been going on for years about Tomac's forks being too soft. And I respect DV. He knows what he's talking about. Really smart guy. I asked people who would know about Eli's suspension, not this year, not KTM days, but Yamaha days. And they're like, no, man, he's not using a softer setting. He actually went stiffer this year. I don't know what DV's talking about. This person had seen it on social. And he's just like, they're not too soft. Like, they're just not. And then DV's yelling. I told DV that. He started yelling at me. So then, I just walked away slowly. But, yeah, it is funny that Villeman said he just is too soft front end all the time. And then this guy that I know really well is like, no, man. So, yep, good times. All right, Lucio. Thanks,
right
man.
on.
Appreciate it. Thank
guys.
you.
All right, bye.
All right. Right, Zacho, you can't really tell DV anything. He's going to yell at you. So.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like they're soft, but if you've ever seen the shock that he runs from that one video, then, like, it would be hard to build a fork that's got enough hold up to make that, compensate for that.
For sure. Chase is on 3. What's up, Chase? Thanks for calling the Fly Race and Moto 60 show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up?
Hey, I just had a kind of a race tech rant, I guess, and it's Ouija's fault.
Mm-hmm.
The split screen on the broadcast, like both mains, 250 main and 450 main, when the pass was made for the lead, the screen was on split screen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need to see Ryder D passing McAdoo. Like, we could see a replay of that for fourth or third.
They love the split screen, man. They like it.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
dude,
with you.
it's just too much. It's too much.
Jacko?
I'm with you. I think that, like you said, we can watch a replay for fourth.
Yeah. I know people have bigger TVs. People have bigger TVs nowadays, and people in charge are like, it doesn't matter. The screens are big, because of the big TVs. But I'm with you, Chase. Yep.
Dude, I got a big screen, all that stuff, but I'm like, it's still hard to see. And both mains, like, it was just so frustrating. And then also, we were just kind of talking before we got on about the icons. Like, it's a white bike, or it's like a little white icon, and then it's like, oh, it's a gas. It's this bike. It's this. Like, it's so confusing now.
Well, they've been screwing up the bike brands listed in qualifying for weeks now, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. So it's an I don't know, man segment, Chase, for
So
sure.
I don't know, man, and it's we just fault.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. No, definitely we just fault for sure. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you. By the way, 100% guys, Jet Lawrence, Cooper Webb, so many riders using 100% goggles. Pulp 30 MX is the code to save at 100%. Cycling glasses as well, and all of it available at 100%. They MotoGP, MLB, all of those guys, the street bike racing guys, they're really, really big in all of that. And casual wear is great. Pulp 30 MX is the code to save at 100%. Please check that out. Zacho, I got a DM. Guy showed me which mount to use for my road bike. He said Zacho would be proud and all of this.
Yes,
so he's really,
thank God.
really trying to get me to switch the computer mount. So we'll work on that.
Needs to happen ASAP.
Code PulpMX to save at Fly Racing, flyracing.com, the official gear of Zach Osborne for all of his championships before he sold out on us. But PulpMX code saves you at flyracing.com. And thanks.
That's actually very untrue, and I don't appreciate it.
Okay, it's not true, and he does not appreciate it. So something we talked about on the Blair Mathis show yesterday, Zacho, Joey Savatgy, like, this is a really cool story. We've brought him up on the show before. You worked with him before. He's a friend of yours, and it's a long way to go. We're 3 rounds down. It's a long way to go, but 5-6 the last 2 weeks, beating a lot of factory riders. Nice World Supercross series. He told us on the show Monday that he loves his bike because he knows exactly what it's going to do, even badly, even when it's not going to react nicely. He knows which way it's going to not work, and he really credited his bike setup and being comfortable with that. So, talking about that, Zacho, let's start with that. How important is what he was saying to us on Monday night about his bike and how comfortable he is, good and bad with it, is important.
I mean, it's huge, and then you don't have to second guess everything. On the weekend, you're not making a bunch of changes. You're not on a different bike every time you go out, which I see happening a lot in our sport, often in our sport, rather.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think he's in a good spot finally. He's starting to believe in himself again and produce what kind of everyone that really truly knows him knows he's capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just needs to continue building. Like, he needs to get some more 5ths and 6ths and get a 4th and just keep moving forward. That's the name of the game. He just missed so much time over the last few years, not racing Supercross with Triumph.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a disaster outdoor season. He just missed so much riding, and if he can just continue to build each weekend, it's going to be huge.
So, and again, long way to go, but could he get his way? Could he find his way back on a factory team? Like,
I don't know.
Yep.
I had this talk with Dean the other day. We were talking about it, and I don't know where, but maybe.
So we talked about it a little bit on the Blair Mathis show, and to me, like, he's not going back to Triumph. KTM is full. Honda's full. I don't think he's going back to Cowie. So he's got like Husqvarna, Ducati. Maybe I'm missing something else, but what do you think?
I think he could go back to Cowie. No,
you think? I don't know. I don't know if he would want to, or would they want him? I don't. Okay.
I think he has good standing there. I don't know that for sure, but I mean, I think that the relationship is still good.
Okay.
So I think that's a possibility. Like, but also, like, would Jacob go there if he's out at Star?
Yeah, I mean, I would think he would go to he could go to Star, if they had an opening, right? So
no, I'm saying, like, if Jacob is out at Star, then he would probably be the shoe-in for the Cowie ride. No.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm just wondering if Joey, if he keeps it up, because these factory teams, you generally aren't, super stoked to hire, sort of guys that have been through it before. I'm just wondering if there's a spot. If you think there's,
I think it's a possibility. Whether Joey wants to do that even or not is also a thing. If he has a piece that he's on that he feels really good about, and he's making really good money and doing what he wants, and he doesn't have to race outdoors unless he wants to,
mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of perks to where he's at right now. So maybe that's not what he's looking for.
No, he's making good money. I would think he's making good money with World Supercross and all of that. Yeah, it's great. It's a really cool story if he keeps this up. Long way to go, but like, he's right in the mix with these dudes. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's nice to see for sure. Fly Racing, by the way, code PulpMX to check out to save money. 702-586-7857 this weekend. So switching to 250, Zacho, Deegs, is the guy, but his starts have not been great, and we're in a Triple Crown. Could see a bit of a takedown this weekend for Deegs. I mean, I think he's still my favorite. I'd still pick him to win, but if you're going to get him, if you're Max Anstey, it's a huge weekend for you. You're going to get him. You got to do it this
but
weekend.
dude, Max flubbed it big time this weekend. Like
he did. Yep.
It was a poorly executed sixth place, or what? Did he get sixth or fifth?
I don't know, man. It wasn't great.
It wasn't good. Like I was watching him, and he was taking like 3 laps to pass guys that are not even in his league, you know. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this was not the way to respond. This was the only way that you could not respond to what happened last weekend. You know, if it was a close second, okay. If it was a smash up, good on him. Like that would have been a big win on his card. But man, that was not the one.
Dude, after everything that happened in San Diego with the teammate and everything else, he needed to come back strong. And it
needed to be an absolute dinger of a weekend, and it was not.
Lewis said that after the split lane, he cased that 3 in really hard, hit his chest on the bars, and it really knocked all his momentum away and all of that, which, I mean, and by the way, he got 6th, speaking of that. But yeah, it basically was like really knocked them away. Yeah,
but I mean, you can't let that happen in an 8-race series with a guy like Deegs.
No, you're right.
So
if Deegs is going to get toppled, this could be it because it starts.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, Mosey was unreal. His starts have been solid. He seems to be kind of in that same spot as Joey, where he's just building momentum each weekend, and you know, he's always been really good. Everybody knows that. Just has struggled to stay healthy, but this year he looks just a little bit different, a little bit more solid, a little bit more like, hey, I'm going to take a second place. I've been, you know, this hasn't been where I've been for the last couple of years, so I'm going to enjoy this. And I think he's building in a nice way too.
Yeah, should be a cool story for sure.
But if there's somebody that can beat Deegs on an overall card for 3 races, I think it's Mosey at this point.
Really, huh? I'll still back Max or Kitchen.
Well, yeah, Max too, but he can't do what he did last weekend. But
no.
I think, Mosey has the better start package right now. So, yeah, we'll see.
What's the next race you're going to?
Daytona and then Indy for my little guy for KJC.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you got selected. Man, lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky.
I know.
It's just so random that, it's good job on that. Okay, give me your winners for this weekend, Triple Crown Houston.
Let's go. I'm going to go Eli for the overall. Prado wins one of the races.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And then let's go Mosey.
That'd be sweet.
It's easy to pick a winner, but let's pick an underdog.
All right, sounds good, man. Well, appreciate it. And Zach Osborne here on the Fly Racing Moto 60 Show. We'll talk to you next week, buddy. Thank you, man.
Thanks,
appreciate it. That's Zach Osborne, everybody. Fly Racing, 100%. Get ASV, Maxxis, Seat Concepts, all on board with us. And next up on the show, from Start Your Systems, Swap Moto Live. Helps us out with the PulpMX YouTube. Huge part of the PulpMX world. Kellen Brower, what's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm pretty good, Steve. How are you?
I'm good, man. Were you listening earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, damn it. I was going to ask you the 3 best starters in the 450 class, but because this weekend's a Triple Crown, starts are huge. Chase and Kenny's obviously Anaheim 2 start really knocked them back, but yeah, Hunter Lawrence, Eli Tomac, and Jason Anderson. If you told me either one of those 3 won, or Chase or Kenny, I'd be like, yep, right?
Yeah. I mean, they all have been hitting lately, at least, and Eli starts have been money through the first 3 rounds. And I mean, I heard Zach also just mention Prado. He thinks he could maybe win one of these, like one of the 3 Triple Crown races, and I'd have to agree just because I feel like there's at least one of the 3 starts Prado's going to hole shot by like 50 feet. So if he can get out front and pull away a little bit, it's definitely possible. And one of those 4 guys, I think, is going to at least win some of these races this weekend, if not the overall.
Yeah, Jason's a sleeper, I think. Like, he led laps this weekend. He's good at Triple Crowns. He's good early in the year. You know, it's all lining up, I think, a little bit for Anderson to maybe sneak this thing away.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see. Like, I feel like he's carried the momentum from WSX the same way that Joey has into just still looking strong, still feeling comfortable on the bike. And I mean, just from like a fan perspective, it's awesome to see like multiple Suzukis up at the front again. Like Kenny's really carried the flag, obviously, the last few years, but Jason's kind of just proven that bike is just as good, if not better in some areas, than the bike he was on before it. And it's really cool to see.
No, absolutely. Okay, so we did a Blair Mathis show yesterday, and as much as I would like to laugh at your guy Max Volan for the pants causing an arm pump issue, the way Blair explained it made some sense, Kellen, some sense. So we can't all laugh at Max Volan too much.
Yeah, it's been a tough week PR wise for us.
For the Volan vessel people.
Yeah, the Volan vessel's taking on a little water this week. No, it is a weird concept for sure, and I get most people reacting the way that they have about like, what? That's really weird, but you kind of have to understand that Max, like, his figure is such a different makeup than most riders. Like, you have to almost go into the Ken de Diker zone of how he rides a bike because he's so much lankier than everyone else. And this has been a problem really for a long time. Like, I remember him on a team a few years ago where he wanted to run like a guts winged seat so that he could better hold on with his knees and like his lower part of his leg, because his knees actually are above the seat. Like, even with a tall seat, his knees are still above the seat. But the team wouldn't let him. And so, like, he's been trying to find more ways to grip the bike with his boots and like putting mountain bike tires on the inside of his boots to be able to grip the bike a little bit better. So I think you combine all those things together, and if you have just something where the pants don't fit in the right area and he goes to grip and he doesn't get the same grip that he's comfortable with, then you start compensating with other parts of your body. Upper body obviously comes into play there as well. And so that's why it's happened this way. But I don't think you can put 100% on the blame on, hey, man, it's just the pants. Like, I think there's other factors at play.
Yeah.
Whether it's how he's riding, whether it was because he was so sick last week, whatever. But that's why I think that, he's looking at the pants as his main catalyst right now.
Yeah, people who don't know, so if you see the riders at the start, they grab their pants and they pull them up really tight. That's so they don't slide back. And so that's off the start. But after that, when you're racing and out there on the track, Max is saying that coming out of corners, the pants are slipping back, which is a normal thing. That's not a fly pant defect or anything. It's the normal thing that pants do. And then he's having to slide back on his seat and then grab the bike with his arms, and his arms are pumping up.
Yep, exactly.
So that's kind of how it goes. Is the Volan vessel? Is he aware of this?
What, of the pushback?
Of the pants, and we're laughing at him. Is he aware of this?
Oh, yeah, no, he knows. I mean, he kind of knew that him saying it in the first place wasn't going to sit well with some people.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Yeah, he knows.
He's aware. Okay, good to know. Hey, I want to talk to you about Vince and Harrison, just in this sense. I don't think it was on the group text I'm in with you. I'm in 2 or 3 with you. I'm in 1,800 altogether. But a big argument broke out in one of the group texts, and maybe you were in this one. I don't know. But the Friese-Harrison thing, we all saw that. License points and a fine for Harrison, license points and championship points taken away from Friese for that pass for 19th. It really wasn't that bad, but again, he sent Mitchell into the announcer's tower. Great job by the Maxxis tires, by the way, for Vince, just really holding that line. But anyways, so we had Derek Rankin, his manager, who you know personally. I know personally, he's a good guy. We had him on the show Monday night, and he played it off or whatever, and then he said that Vince is the most professional rider he's worked with, and that, I mean, look, he's had Freddie on his team, and he's had different riders. And even when you go back to his mechanicking days, I'm not sure if he meant Bogle or Baggett, but whatever. He just said Vince is the most professional. So I threw that out in the group text, and it was just met with just, a cascade of, like, slander against Vince Friese because people are just over it. But so let's put yourself in those shoes, Kellen. Like, he's in the main events, okay? He's getting in the main events, which not many privateers have. It's Mitchell, Vince, Joey, and Shane, really it, for all 3 mains. He's professional to work with, meaning like I'm guessing just what he knows on the bike and what he asks for and what he requests and how he is to deal with, probably says thank you, that kind of stuff. So, like, is it that bad if you're Bubba Pauly's team? Or, like, he's not? He's a nice guy to work with off the track, the most professional rider that Derek's worked with. He's in the main events, also a positive. But then he does some Vince Friese things. So, like, where do you stand on that? Are you just like, beat it?
No, I'm not there. I mean, like, yeah, Vince has a history, and I know that a lot of people don't like him very much, especially on the racetrack. But I feel like if you're Bubba Pauly's team, or really just any team of that similar echelon, if you can get a guy that's getting you into main events, and shoot, even a guy that gets you to talk about the team in the first place, like that's a massive W for those guys, because they need the exposure. They need to, kind of have a footprint, be able to be established as like, hey, we can get guys in main events.
Mm-hmm.
And so if other riders of similar caliber are looking for a spot to land, that's also, a chip on their hat to have it be someplace that guys can look at and be like, well, they're getting Vince in mains and they're making it no problem, and he doesn't have any bike issues, and et cetera, et cetera. So just even show that for them, I think is, important. Regardless of what you think of Vince or not, like they're kind of proving their worth as a race team, that they can get the job done and have a successful program that keeps guys in the main event every week.
So do you go with that over some of the things Vince has done, including ignoring the blue flags? He got docked some license points earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I would, just because, like, and Vince, his video that he put out this week, he said, like, he's really trying to clean it up and be better, and who knows, man, like, does it, a tiger change its stripes? Not really. But
JT is not buying that video, but in case you're wondering.
Yeah. But I don't look at, the blue flag thing aside, I don't look at this pass that he did on Harrison as like, oh, Vince is back. Like, it was aggressive, and he did put Harrison off the track, but I think Harrison had no idea it was going to be that aggressive, and that's part of why it ended up so bad. So until I see something that's like an egregious, gnarly takeout or
Craig,
cross jump
Craig
or something
on
like that.
Glendale Craig thing. Stuff
Exactly.
Like that.
Like, I'm not really fully there on, let's burn Vince at the stake this year for everything he's doing. I think, there's a couple weird instances that have happened, and he's gotten the penalty points now, but maybe even having those and this system in place means that he'll clean it up a little bit, because now he's got reasons to not continue to extend it further and do something worse. Like, maybe he'll rethink different block passes that he used to, because if it keeps getting worse, then he's just going to get, the gate pick docked and so on and so forth. So I think he'll clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I'm kind of with you, Kellen. Like, in a vacuum, that move was not bad. I just think that, it's just a bit of an etiquette where it's 19th place, man. Like,
and to the penalty points and stuff, listening to Ezra on your show this week, it does seem like in general the AMA is taking like a harder stance on just like kind of contact in general. Not, obviously they've been giving penalty points to guys that end up on the ground with the Deegan thing, or in this case with the Harrison thing, but like Ezra makes it sound like, I just don't want guys like banging into each other to make passes, like strategically make passes, and that's what we want to see on the racetrack. And so I'd almost, if I'm other racers around now, kind of look at the way that these penalty points have been handed out the last couple of weeks, and maybe change up strategy just a little bit when it comes to block passes, which I feel like isn't really right, because we do want to see some aggressive racing like that. But I don't feel like any of the past few weeks I'm like, oh, that was so dirty, that needs penalty points,
Right. I do. I mean, look, I think the first penalty is loss of gate pick. It's not a massive thing for the first level of punishment, for these license points. But I do like the license points in the sense of, and Kellen, you know this, for years it was just, you're on probation. Hey, you're still on probation. Be careful. And you know what I mean? Like, it was not, it was never like any sort of set thing, right? So
exactly. Yeah. And I mean, it seemed like it happened with any rider. Like, it would be like, oh, the third probation this year for Vince or anybody, they just didn't care. It was just, well, we'll have to, look at this pass in a vacuum again and maybe put him on probation again.
Okay. Couple things I want to ask you about a couple riders. I should have sent you these to prep you. Marks was busy. I don't know. But
sure.
702-586 by the way. So 2 riders, new teams, new bikes, same old results though. Dylan Ferrandis and Christian Craig. Like, Ferrandis factory bike now, better than the Phoenix Honda. Sorry, not sorry. More support, all of that. He's making more money. And then Christian Craig, World Supercross. So we saw all that. Not happy at Star. But yeah, Kellen, 2 guys that I like and 2 guys I wanted to see a step up. But to me, through 3 rounds, same old guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure the most interesting one to me is Craig, because it did seem like with the way WSX had gone that we were going to see a step up. We're going to see the old Christian Craig whoop speed come back and like all these things that we grew accustomed to him being really good at, like, even when he was on a 450 like 8 years ago, he was doing this kind of stuff. And it really just hasn't come about at all. Like, no good starts, no hot laps that gets him on the board, nothing that's really jumping off the page at us. And that one's confusing to me, because if you look at the Dylan situation, I mean, I think that everyone kind of believed that maybe even Dylan to start would take a little step back while they get Ducati comfortable in Supercross. And I feel like he's almost, in a way, maybe outdone what people expected. Like, he's just done what he does, which is be consistent and be in the mix. And aside from like a few little issues, he might even have some better results and be higher in the points. So I actually think Dylan's been really impressive. And on the flip side, I'm kind of like waiting for that Craig speed to come back. And I just don't know why it's not hitting yet. Like, I figured this would be the swing, these like West Coast rounds where we'd really see that form from Craig again. And I'm not sure what it is that it isn't hitting for him, but I hope to see it soon, because we've been waiting for it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, we haven't even seen a heater in qualifying, you know? And
yeah. Or just like even him looking like frisky, like throwing whips and like kind of doing some of that old, you know, really smooth Christian Craig type of style stuff. Like, I just feel like he looks like any other racer out there right now, which is not what Craig's been his entire career.
All right, got some phone calls for Kellen Brower here. Start your systems. Big show this week, Kellen. Start your systems. Big special guest star. Kalana Humphreys.
We had Kalana Humphrey in studio last night, and we've been on this weird roll where everyone's out here in California and wants to come in studio and do our sim broadcast. So yeah, he was in and was excited to do it. And I guess we're just gonna keep seeing who else wants to come in. Anybody wants to come in, we'll have them.
Nice. Vince, what's going on, man? Thanks for calling the show.
Hi. You know, you complained that the playoffs are gimmicky with the single, double, triple point.
Yep.
And also how people just slack in Triple Crown when, you know, for the last race
one,
it's in the bag. If you apply the playoff to the Triple Crown, when you get to the playoff, it doesn't sound out of the ordinary / gimmicky. And people don't slack in the third race for the Triple Crown.
Yeah, but also, Vince, I know, but Vince, when you talk about even never mind single, double, triple for Triple Crowns, when you talk about adding full main event points for each of the mains in this Triple Crown, when you talk about that, the team managers are like, man, like one twisted ankle and you're screwed. And I kind of get that. Like if you twist your ankle in main 2, and you go out with 21st place or 20th place, and then you don't line up for main 3, you lose 50 points in the championship. Like, holy shit. Like, I think it makes the Triple Crowns too important, Vince.
I get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and I kind of, I mean, one of the things I don't like about Triple Crowns is exactly what you said. The guys do lay up in the last one a little bit, but I think I would take that over the alternative of having a guy's entire season's hopes dashed, you know?
Yeah, you got a good point.
Yep. Kellen, are you with me on that?
Yeah, and like he said, with the like gimmicky viewpoint of the playoffs, like the thing I don't like about the playoffs is that in a way you leave round 1 and almost everybody, you know, you leave Charlotte the last couple of years and everyone's kind of just like, yeah, but this didn't really matter because it's just double points and triple points the next few weeks. Like, it doesn't matter if I got 12th, I can win the next 2 weeks and win the whole thing. So it's almost reverse of what the caller's saying of like, round 1 doesn't matter. Like, people show up and are just like, yeah, whatever. We'll just get a good result and move on.
Yeah. Thanks, Vince. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Alex is on 1. Alex, you got a question about PC and Levi Kitchen?
Yeah, I just got a quick question. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Also, the Pulpitos, fantastic logo.
Thank you. Yeah, Pulpitos. I like the octopus one that Chase Curtis made. So, yeah.
Nice. So my question, love PC, love Mitch. I ride a Cowie myself, but watching Levi Kitchen, he's been hyped up for years. When he's on, he's on. He's one of the best guys on the track. However, though, it just seems like he can't consistently like keep something together. He'll have a great race, and then he's back in 5th or 6th. And it seems like Mitch has had a couple of these kind of instances with riders, like with Austin. At what point with Mitch's resume do you have to say, look, I got to move on, I got to find somebody, or do you try and figure out with Levi, like, what's going on? You can be the best guy on the track, but you're not being consistent.
Well, he's won indoors and out. That'll always continue to get a ride. Kellen, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Mitch has proven to just be loyal to his guys, and I think he really likes Levi and what Levi can do for, his program and what he thinks he's capable of. And I think he's going to try to hold on to that almost as long as he can, because behind that is a bunch of question marks. Like, who knows if Drew Adams is going to pan out, and who knows if Temmerman and all these other kids that might come behind that will do what they need to do. So if you can hold on to a guy that can win indoors and out, like Steve said, you take that every day of the week over someone that you just don't know about.
Yeah, I get the well, listen, the bed bugs have it out right now, and to be fair, they're winning. The kid Levi's done nothing to start the year. So, fair point to the Deegan fans. But I don't know, man. I just feel like he could win this weekend, Alex, So
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I wondered, if you keep holding on to a guy like him. Like RJ got his indoor championship way later in his career, and if that's why he would keep somebody on, just because if there is that little hope, you just keep holding.
Yeah, for the funny thing is like Levi kind of behind the scenes has been telling people about stepping up to 450s, and that's going to happen real soon and this and that. But like, I don't think you step to 450s if you don't have a title, in my eyes.
No,
maybe
absolutely.
I mean, Chase Sexton got a couple with very few wins, so there is that. But right, Kellen, like, I don't think if you're Levi Kitchen, you move up.
Yeah, not in this day and age, for sure. I mean, you can win a lot. You can get a lot more money for winning one of these titles, and then it does, I feel like, set you up, because everyone goes back to he's won a championship before, so we got to, like, if you're on a 450 and you're in the rotation of maybe you fall off a factory ride, if you have that championship resume behind you, everyone's like, well, he's done it before, so there's no reason he can't get back to that level and do it again, and it kind of helps people hold on to that a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm with you. Alex, you want a pair of 100% goggles?
I'd love them. Thank you.
All right, stay on hold. We'll get you those goggles. Pulp30MX is the code to save at 100%. Giving away some goggles. Fly Racing as well. Get Maxxis ASV Seats Concepts. Use the code and save, everybody. Briggs is on 2. What's up, Briggs? You have a fix, it says here, for the playoffs?
I do. So first round would be a wild card round. It would be a triple header that night, so it would be a triple crown race. Only top 20 would advance to the next round of the playoffs. The next round of the playoffs would be top 20, and you would do 2 20-minute motos for both class plus a lap, kind of like the old school way, and then you would get your double points out of that. Your only top 14 or 16 would advance to the final round of the playoffs. Your final round, which would be your third round, you would do Super Pole, which would hold 25 points from fastest to slowest. You would have head-to-head bracket racing, and that's where your 14 to 16 come in, whether you do a bye week or not. That would also get its 25 down to 0 points. And then you would do the last one would be 1 20-minute main plus a lap for the third set of 25 points.
You kind of lost me a little bit. Kellen?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that opposed to it until we got to head-to-head bracket racing, because that is probably going to take way too long, and I don't think you're going to get guys to want to do that many starts against someone. But I like the Super Pole idea. I do like the 2-moto format to get the double points idea. I just don't know about the last round.
So you don't think if you did a 2-lap or head-to-head racing and you did, I'm just trying to think time-wise. I mean, that'd be the only thing they have to figure out would be the time where they did a lap or 2 for the head-to-head racing.
Super Pole would be great, though. Listen, I went on a rant about opening ceremonies this weekend on Monday night, and I said, ditch them all and start with Super Pole. These guys don't care about opening ceremonies. There's no videos anymore, although I heard they're coming. There's 11 guys on the track riding, throwing dead sailors. Like, fuck it. Like, just run Super Pole.
So my thought on that is the daytime like qualifiers are so exciting during the regular season, where everybody's like pumped and they're all trying to top each other. Where I'm like, that's Super Pole. You know what I'm saying? Let's put points on it and make it worth something.
I've seen it in Geneva. I've seen it in Paris. It's a really neat concept. Thanks, Briggs. Appreciate the call. Thank you, man.
No problem. Have a good day, guys.
A couple things before we go. Kellen Brower here, Start Your Systems. A lot of times in my earlier media career, Kellen, I would ready, shoot, aim. So I don't do that as much anymore because I'm older and say a little smarter, just a little bit. So I'm sort of going to wait to reserve judgment, but holy crap, the SMX tracks were released and yeah, man, cool. Like, nothing really got me going. Like, they're just small stadiums, like Snapdragon or whatever, and we have just basic tracks. I just, I don't know, Kellen. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll wait as well, but definitely the first 2 rounds just feel very much like the SMX race that happened in Germany a decade ago, where it was like
bunch of sand,
flat, I mean the sand was the one thing that kind of made it interesting, but everything else was everybody doing the same tabletops pretty much. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think in some regard it is kind of interesting to see like high-speed hybrid supercross where everyone's kind of closer. But then so far it hasn't exactly produced like great racing. I just don't know if that's because it's been these drag strips and it doesn't create bull berms and stuff like that. So maybe you add bull berms into that and it does. But I'm with you. Like the tracks, I was like, yeah, we could do a lot more, I feel like, with these than what they've done.
The powers that be will tell you, like, hey, man, we can't get into the stadiums and we can't get into the places we want because of real sports. And that is true, and that makes sense. But can we do something? Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I feel like the simple answer is, like, we're going to have to at some point soon cross the bridge of if you want a hybrid race, you got to go to an outdoor national track and build like one supercross rhythm section, and then the rest of the track is an outdoor track. Like that will get people jived because it's like, well, hold on, what is this? Like, how are they going to set up for this? And how fans will probably show up, especially if we go to a track that maybe we haven't been to in a while. Like if they did it at like Muddy Creek or something off the wall like that,
Why not? I'm with you.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah.
And like when we did those COVID nationals in the fall, it was awesome, man. It was cool. The time of the year, the leaves, like weather, temperature, all of that was cool. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I know that I could call up the Jasons and get their opinion on it, Kellen, but I got a feeling I know what it is. But to me, just yawn at so far at this. So
yeah, I think the most interesting thing is literally just going to be like, okay, these venues we haven't ever seen host a race before. So what is it going to be like going to these venues? Like the last round is cool. Track isn't that bad looking for the last round, but it does also seem smaller than I expected. Like I really thought they would kind of build something pretty crazy there, but it does seem like, I don't know, minute 20 lap times, I would assume. So yeah, it's definitely a bit of a miss for me.
Yeah, I was told outdoor venue, we can do anything we want, they said. The owner said, anything we want. And then you're like, oh, cool, they built Vegas. They built Vegas SMX. Cool. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, super bummer for Chance Hymas, man. Contract year, factory Honda, had to stay healthy, won a heat race, and then shoulder injury, probably won't see him to outdoors. God. And then, so every single member of Honda is hurt except for Hunter Lawrence.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough one to swallow. I mean, he seemed like he had really taken a step up with the Supercross program this year. His comfort level was a lot higher, even coming in off the knee injury again. He just looked better overall, and this one is going to put him back again a little bit, and he's going to have to rebuild and come into Supercross again with the same kind of like, well, what's going to happen? Like, we haven't really gone through the full gamut with this before, but I don't know. Like I was telling Lewis this week on LBK that to me, I still look at if he's 100% ready to go for outdoors and there's no Hayden Deegan on the track, I don't know why you can't put Chance Hymas like almost 1 or 2 maybe in your power rankings for this outdoor title. And I feel like if he can go out there and do that and win this championship, then all of this pain that's happened over the past like 2.5 years would be washed away. But he's that talented. Like he's that good outdoors that I fully believe he could do it. And we just need to see if he's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm with you. But, he's got to stay healthy for that too. But, you know, someone was saying and like he's going to lose his ride, which he might. But, dude, there'll be other factory teams to pick up Chance Hymas. I mean, you don't just go 1-1 that he's done at outdoors and not get rides, based on everything else. So
yeah, I would almost agree with kind of what I think DB was saying yesterday. Like he would still be such a hot commodity even if his contract ended this second. Like people would be willing to eat up a lot of dollars to get him on their program because he's not only even kind of now, but he's definitely the future for some programs.
Yeah, I agree. I think people need to calm down on that a little bit. Like he's fine, but just you do want to stay at Honda if you can, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, Kellen Brower, give me your winners, and actually. We're going to give us your Moto winner or two also for the Triple Crown this weekend.
Okay, so I'm going to go 450s. I think this is Hunter Lawrence's chance to win this. I've been really impressed with his starts the past few weeks, so I think he wins the overall and wins 2 races of the 3. And I'll give the other one to Chase because I think he'll just have like one race that he destroys everybody. But I'll pick Hunter for 450s, and then 250s. I'm gonna go Kitchen just because I feel like now with no pressure, he's just gonna go out there and have a race where he kind of kicks everyone's ass a little bit. And I'll say he also wins 2 of them, and then Deegs wins one of the other ones. But Kitchen just gets the overall because Deegs is like, I don't need to beat Kitchen. He's not a championship guy anymore.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right, man. Well, hey, listen, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. And you'll be in studio in a couple weeks here on Pulp Next Show as well. So looking forward to that. Thanks, Kellen.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate it. All right. That's Kellen Brower. Start your systems and swap Moto live and more. That's it for another edition of Fly Racing Moto 60 Show. Thank you, Fly Racing. Code PulpMX, 100%. Get. I didn't even do the get thing. Yeah, email us using the contact form on Pulp to get a deal on the folks at Get. Honda HRC using the ECUs. Great two-stroke stuff as well. Get and Athena. Maxxis, ASV, Seat Concepts, all on board with us. Tits, man. Awesome job, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Way to go.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. And way to straighten out Marks in the chat.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Know your role, man.
Thank you. Marks?
Hi.
Know your role, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Until then, we will see you next Thursday, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening.